Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of the Picks Porch. As always, it is me, XFL Jim, joined by the one, the only, the Shaka Smart Better. It is Chase, the Wolf of Oaklawn, Lupine Fiasco, Sesums. What's up, my man?
I'm fantastic. Thanks for asking.
We're feeling good. We're feeling mean. This is a great time to be a better, although when we do this show, there's a lot of lines that aren't out yet.
It's true. It's true. And you know what I don't do? Project lines. Just bet them.
Fuck no, dude. We would be wildly off.
Yes, more than likely. More than likely.
Wildly off.
But the good news is, like, with the conference tournaments going on, you still have, like, a good amount of, like, basketball that goes off tonight with, Mountain West and all the other little, like, West Coast conferences.
Not to mention plenty of XFL Week 4 bets to be made this week. Speaking of late games, like, Seattle tips off at what time for us? The Seattle-San Antonio game? It's like 9?
That's 9 o'clock. 9 o'clock our time. Yeah, we got 6 o'clock and 9 o'clock on Saturday.
We're going to be sleepy little babies.
I mean, I don't know what's different. You've seen
Nothing.
me. You've seen my energy level. You've seen my...
Nothing will be
shockingly.
different. Nothing will be different whatsoever. So let's just get right into the picks. I'll start us off. I was eyeballing this one before the show, but I'm going to take it. Hottest team in the country? Maybe. Maybe.
I have a feeling you're going to say the exact same thing that I'm going to.
No, I'm going to take Missouri plus 9.5 against Alabama.
Oh, I hadn't even seen that line yet. It's
Yeah.
a 9.5.
Yeah.
Alabama covered for the first time since the whole gun thing. And murder. Whole gun and murder thing. Alabama covered for the first time since then today, and they did it. They did it with aplomb. I would say. I guess they said that they had double bye. There was a lot of sitting around in Nashville, so they just worked on shooting, and they looked like a team who's just dialed in red hot. Like I think Alabama might just like roll through the rest of this SEC tournament.
They might, but Missouri's been hot, and I'm trying to will it. I'm trying to will it to happen, so I am going to take Missouri plus the 9.5 in this matchup. Either way, I'm also going to be taking the over 157.5.
I'm also going to proclaim a team to be the hottest in the nation who is also a dog, and I will also take them to cover. This is tonight at 10:30. Arizona State taking on Arizona. Arizona State getting 7.5 here. And Arizona State, last time they played Arizona, beat them on a buzzer beater. They've just gutted out 2 straight games in the Pac-12 tournament. Minus 110. A meat and potatoes, minus 110. I'll take it.
I like that move. I like that move quite a bit. Sticking with college basketball. I'm sticking with tomorrow. I've only got 2 other plays for college basketball. I'm taking Cincinnati plus 10 versus Houston. I watched a little bit of that Houston-ECU game. That first half, Houston looked very vulnerable. And I think Cincinnati is better than ECU, obviously. And I think they're good enough to hang around. I think Houston wins, but I think this is a closer game than a lot of people are projecting. Houston was what? They were like a minus 300 favorite to win the conference tournament.
Right. Yeah. It's so hard to... I'm not sure if they're doing it again this season, but they kept such a short bench last season that, like, around conference tournament time, it seemed like they started to lose their legs, or, like, at the end of the regular season. Like, but they should be ready to fire again. All right. I have got... That's beautiful.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it is. I had, like, the biggest plate of spaghetti maybe ever conceived.
Amazing. Another one that goes off tonight, or is it? Yeah, it's me. Another one that goes off tonight. UC Riverside at UC Santa Barbara. I'm gonna go with the dog Riverside on the money line, -1 or plus 135.
Riverside is like a big old fart of a town. To keep on topic, good city though. It's not bad. It's not bad. I like Riverside. I got one more college basketball play because I have one more to give. And one more to, like, project. I'm going to do a little projecting. I'm going to take UAB plus 1 versus FAU tomorrow.
Okay.
And no matter what the line is, once it's out, I will be taking the first half under. I have been cleaning up through the help of Uncle Rico's advice. Every Conference USA tournament first half under, except for one, has cashed.
Ooh, that's good to know.
Yeah.
All right.
As a little spoiler for next week, I will be taking every single first half under in the first round of the big NCAA tournament.
That's the plan.
It's my biggest betting day of the year.
I might try to just round robin as many of them as I can.
I will also probably do that.
Yeah. All right. Another one. Last one for tonight. Last college basketball play for me. Utah State at Boise State. You know I love Mountain West hoops. I've been pretty hot with Mountain West hoops. Go ahead, give me the dog. Boise State plus 115 on the money line in this one.
You know what I might do? You just gave me an idea for another one real quick. I'm going to take a little fun deal. I'm going to take... Give it to me. Come on. Tonight. What did I want? I'm going to get Arizona State. I'm going to get Riverside. And I am going to find Boise State. I'm going to just parlay that. Money line. Straight up.
All three?
All three.
Get it. I like
plus
it.
Plus 1795. Almost plus 1800.
You know what? I'm going to tell you. I'm going to tail me, I guess.
You're tailing me, tailing you.
Yeah.
It's like, what's the saying? Don't believe in yourself, Chase. Believe in the me that believes in you.
I'm gonna be a little bit more defensive, and I'm gonna keep the Arizona State plus 7.5 instead of money line.
I mean, you're a pussy and a coward, but I respect it. That's probably
they are playing Arizona.
It's not a bad move. It's not a bad move. It's the smart thing to do.
Yeah.
I'm still going to call you a pussy and a coward, but...
All right.
I'm going to just roll through NHL real quick, just with our staple here. Flyers, Pittsburgh. Totals at 6.5. I'm taking the under.
I was doing that too, so cosign.
Rangers, Sabres, 6.5 total.
Are we both on the under here? Yes, we are.
Plus 105 where I'm seeing it.
Plus 110.
Love it. Coyotes, Avalanche, 6.5.
Yes. Also, under, minus 120.
Oilers, Maple Leafs, 7.
Oh, that's a big under. I didn't see that one. I might add that one later.
Devils, Canadiens, 6.5.
I'm done. You've out hockeyed me. Keep going.
I'm doing all of them. Jets, Panthers, 6.5 under. Capitals, Islanders, 5.5 over. Senators, Canucks, 6.5 under. Wild, Sharks, nope, not doing that one. The other ones are all 6. I am betting all of those totals for NHL. I'm using our method here.
I like it.
I've only got Japanese basketball until I get to the XFL now.
All right, I've got what? Yeah, 3 picks left before XFL. So let's go college baseball. Cal State Northridge Matadors at the Pacific Tigers. Pacific catching 3.5 on the run line. Give me plus 3.5, minus 125.
You know why I like CSUN here? It's the
Why?
same reason I like a lot of California schools. I used over in that neighborhood.
Okay.
Right by CSUN, probably directly to the north.
Korean barbecue?
About like 3 blocks. No, a great ramen place. Great, fantastic ramen place.
Okay.
Great ramen shop. I don't know if it's still there, but it was there when I was living over there. And that area is a little barren, but the couple food spots there are pretty fire.
Yeah. Yeah. All right.
I lived over there during the pandemic.
Right.
Okay.
All right. Is it me or you?
It is me. I'm going to blast you with some Japanese basketball real quick.
All right.
So we have a couple games that are going off tonight. I really only like one in this matchup out of all of these ones. I'm going to take the Saga Ballooners minus 4.5 versus the Nishinomiya Storks.
Okay.
I'm going to start with that one.
Okay.
And then I've got a couple games for tomorrow if you want to go first.
All right, I've just got 2 golf bets here, and it's going to be outright winners of the Players' Championship. Give me Colin Morikawa plus 450, and give me Jason Day plus 1,300.
I'm going to roll with that Morikawa pick because he went to Berkeley, and I'm feeling the Cal food thing. I'm feeling it right now.
So there's a strong connection to eateries in California. Then,
yeah, great sandwich spot in Berkeley. Great sandwich spot. I'm just going to give you my tomorrow's Japanese basketball picks. Give me the over 171 in the Gunma Crane Thunder's Sun Rocket Shibuya matchup. Give me Chiba minus 3 versus the Kumamoto Volters. And give me the Bambitious Nara -6 versus Earth Friends Tokyo Z.
Yeah.
And then give me the Fukushima Fire Bonds -6 versus the Yamagata Wyverns.
Yeah. And also, if you're ever in a pinch with the law, come check out me at Fire Bonds, where I am a full-service bail bondsman.
That works double for you because you're redheaded.
Well, only in the pubes.
You're red-pubed. Red-floored.
It's more orange. It's a copper nest of iniquity.
I think that brings us to the XFL. Finally! Finally!
Go.
We got XFL.
I really don't no idea what to make of this first game vis-a-vis the spread.
This line's only gone up throughout the week. Houston Roughnecks, Orlando Guardians. Roughnecks are -9 on the road. Over under is set at 37.5. Shoot me in the face, but I kind of like the Guardians.
See, I do too. But against better judgment, I went Roughnecks -9. But I went ahead and I tacked on the under 37.5 because if the Roughnecks win, it ain't in a shootout.
Yeah, but they won last time and it soared over.
That's true.
Because the issue is, like, the Guardians' defense is good to decent, but if it becomes a blowout situation, they get gassed so much.
Yeah, I don't know. It seemed like Orlando found the running game. I might end up flipping my pick on that to the Guardians +9, but still the under.
I like the under. I do like the under. I'm going to go with the Guardians +9. Under 37.5.
You know what? You've convinced me. I'm going.
It's a big number, and I get that we're laying it with Paxton Lynch. I understand.
Yeah.
But the Guardians did look way better, and I like the Guardians' defense. The fact that the Roughnecks, yes, they were up big, but not a single score in the second half against the Brahmas is a little concerning.
Right.
Game number 2. San Antonio Brahmas, speaking of which, at the Seattle Sea Dragons. Sea Dragons -4.5 at home, over under of 40.5. +170 on the money line for the Brahmas. I think this is just too much steam coming in on the Dragons.
I kind of think so, too. I'm a Dragons win, but San Antonio covers kind of guy, honestly, in this one. I'm not messing with the total, though. I think it could go over.
I like the over. I have subscribed myself to betting every total and spread in the XFL and USFL and CFL seasons, so
yeah.
I must stand by this. I'm going to take the Brahmas plus the 4.5. The Sea Dragons won, and they looked good, and Brahmas looked bad, offensively at the very least.
Yeah,
but
I
bounce back spot?
Yeah, I mean, it's not like the Sea Dragons have just... I mean, what, they've won by 4? Like, that's it?
They lost the other 2.
I mean, they're 1-2. San Antonio also 1-2, but look good and have lost to the Battlehawks and then also to the Roughnecks.
Both teams have played the Battlehawks.
Both teams have played the Battlehawks. Both teams say pretty much exact same result.
Basically, we're up and then Battlehawks miraculous comeback to win.
Yeah, it's Brahmas plus 4.5. Not messing with the total, not messing with the money line.
I'm taking the Brahmas plus 4.5. I'm taking the over 40.5. This is definitely a live bet situation, too. Sunday, Arlington Renegades, St. Louis Battlehawks. Battlehawks -4 at home, over under 36.5. They're opening the 400 level. They have projected over 40,000 fans at this game.
Yeah, it's a easy play, isn't it? Battlehawks -4.
I mean, both of us are pretty low on the Renegades. I do think you see a small improvement with Sloter week 2.
Yeah.
This offensive line is bad.
When's the last time Sloter played in front of a crowd that's this large?
When this large? High school, maybe?
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking, and it makes me kind of want to lean towards the under here, even though it's a lower total.
It is the lowest total. I am playing the under. I think eventually this is kind of a come-to-a-head moment where up until last week, the Battlehawks were great at not turning the ball over, and the Renegades have relied solely on turnovers to score.
Right.
I'm going to take the Battlehawks -4. I'm going to take the under 36.5. I think this is a low-scoring one. The only offensive power that the fucking Renegades even have right now is Sal Cannella.
Right, and it's not sustainable. You can't
It's
just...
not.
We've said it. I've said it multiple times. If you're expecting Kyle Sloter and Sal Cannella to be XFL, Patrick Mahomes and Travis Kelce, they're not. They're not going to be because, like the Kansas City Chiefs, the USFL team that they were both on were also loaded at the wide receiver position. So you couldn't just key on Sal Cannella.
You also, like, I feel like in the XFL, you kind of need at least some semblance of a run game.
Yeah. Yeah.
And the Renegades with that offensive line just don't have it.
They don't have one at all. They have a Kyle Sloter running for his life game.
Yeah. Sunday night, Vegas Vipers, DC Defenders, DC -6, over under 41.5, plus 200 on the money line for the Vipers. Again, I think this is a lot of steam coming in on DC. The home field advantage for DC is insane.
Yeah. We saw a better Brett Hundley week 2.
They did just fire midweek their offensive coordinator.
That's concerning.
So...
Yeah, then it's... I was pretty solidly on DC. Then you started talking, and I wasn't anymore. And now I am again, now knowing that they fired their DC. So
No, OC.
Their OC. So give me... Yeah, they didn't fire Dr. Heat. Give me the Defenders to cover
No,
the
I'm telling you,
6.
Vegas fired their OC.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, okay.
Listen, I know what we're talking about.
Okay. My bad.
I was lost there for a second. I didn't really know what you know what I meant.
I knew in my heart's eye.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah, just I think it's simple. I'm gonna stick with just who looks like the strongest team in the league, and it's DC.
I gotta play the under here.
I want to play the under 2, but I'm gonna not do it.
I'm gonna do it. And I don't know why Vegas fired their OC midweek. I thought they were gonna give him till week 5 at the very least.
Right.
That kind of makes me want to lean towards DC -6, even though Brett Hundley looked markedly better last week.
Yeah, I don't know how much changed with how they're going to call the offense, but I feel like not being on the same page is a bad thing to do when you're going against this Greg Williams defense.
Yeah, I'm gonna take the under 41.5 and the -6. I might have a couple XFL parlays though. Let's see what I can drum up here for the people. I'm just gonna do a cute little moneyline parlay. Let's do the Roughnecks, the Brahmas, the Battlehawks, and the Defenders. Not cheeky little plus 640. I had to get a little dog in there with the Brahmas.
Yeah, I think if you're gonna play a dog, that's probably the one to play. Otherwise, I think it looks fairly chalky this week.
I think it's pretty chalky. I mean, this could be a Brandon Silver's meltdown game.
It could be. It could be the one that we've always talked about. And wouldn't it be nice? You know what? I'm gonna see. I have a feeling maybe the money line creeps up even.
Oh,
further.
it will.
So I might even hit that tomorrow before kickoff or after Houston scores first.
I'm gonna say it every time I talk XFL betting. Live bet this shit, people.
Live bet the team that's down.
Live bet the hell out of it. That's all we got for you, folks. 20 minutes of pure pick degeneracy. Thank you all for tuning in. Chase, where can they find you?
You can always check out my pod, the Notorious OTB. It's a horse racing pod for the Sports Gambling Podcast Network. Give that a check out, subscribe, review, follow, do all that stuff. I'm out in the social media streets at of Oaklawn on Twitter. And you can always find me on my new Instagram, where it's mostly just pictures of my dog, at Wolf of Oaklawn. That's it.
Podcast link for Chase, the Notorious OTB, is down in the description on YouTube, folks. Go check that out. Thank you all for watching. We'll see you again next week for another episode.